Hey, what's up, you guys? No, I'm just kidding. I love Shane though, but I'm like getting creepy. So I feel like I'm like, hey, what's up, you guys, you know? I'm so nervous about today's video. So if you read the title, I'm being haunted. I'm going to be talking about my paranormal experiences in my new apartment. I've lived here for a year now, and I am staying here for another year, so here's to hoping it doesn't continue. Before I get into this video, don't forget to stop what you're doing and subscribe to join the Famurray, and don't forget to turn on that bell so that you know whenever I upload. So let's just get right on into this video. It's really rainy and gross and spooky outside, so I was kind of in the mood, even though talking about this stuff freaks me out, but you know, content. I'm scared about doing this one because I feel like whenever you talk about paranormal things, they start to happen again, and it's been quiet. Like, stuff hasn't really been happening recently. So I want to keep it that way, and talking about it is not the best way to do that because it attracts energy by acknowledging it and speaking about it. I'm just scared, and I'm here alone, so like this could be a really bad idea. And also, I'm sorry if I look rough. I worked all day from 6:57 in the morning till 4:20. I'm sweaty, I'm gross. I mean, I'm not sweaty anymore, but like I was sweaty. I'm dirty, I'm gonna shower soon. I'm also scared to talk about it because I feel like people are going to think I'm absolutely insane or just like full of crap, which like, if you don't believe me, that's totally up to you. I wouldn't believe me. I understand. I won't take it personally. It freaks me out, and I get so uncomfortable talking about it because it's creepy. And the creepy thing is it's not just me. I'll get into it, but okay, I guess I gotta start. So I was going to do a My College Life episode about how our apartment is haunted in like the fall, and then my laptop died and I lost the series intro and everything I worked on for that project, so it just kind of died. I'm gonna insert the tease at the end of that episode that I was going to do, so I'll insert that now so that you can get some context. Up next on My College Life. I just found this handprint on the wall that's dusty and don't know what it's from. Weird stuff happened. I don't even want to tell you guys because you won't believe it. You won't. Our apartment is haunted. There's no other way to say it.
I don't see anything out of place. Nothing has fallen, but there's one of the cabinets open. And I don't know how it opened.
Did I touch it? Did I touch it?
We're not doing this.
Stop. Weird stuff happened last year and at my house and in Pretty Min, and now it's happening in the new apartment, and I genuinely don't know what to do. So that was the first kind of stuff that was happening. Now keep in mind, we keep trying to find explanations for these things. Like, we don't want these things to be real. We want this to be in our heads. We want this to be fake. I don't want this stuff that I've been experiencing to be real. It's scary. I don't want it to actually be happening. So we always try to find excuses to explain it. That's like logical explanation. But honestly, I'm really running out of explanations. I'm crying right now because we just found another handprint.
But that's real, right?
We were literally just looking at the ceiling and there was nothing there. Like, I'm freaking out. But yeah, so the first thing that kind of really happened in this apartment was the handprints. It was just weird because it was placed on just randomly on the wall. It was low to the ground and it was a smaller handprint. And we found another handprint on the ceiling. I assume they were replacing the ceiling fans and just left some dirt. I don't know how dirty your hands had to be to leave a legit freaking handprint. Like, I am all about vibes, and if I feel a bad vibe, I don't mess with it. Yeah, I got a really weird vibe about it, and the texture of it was weird. It wasn't just like a dirty handprint. There was like stuff on the wall. The handprint was the first thing that I was like, what the actual crap? Because that's creepy. That's really creepy. Whether it was workers or not, that like creeped me out. So my friend Quinn, she was one of my roommates, and as you saw her explain in the trailer type thing, there was one of the cabinets that opened, and she didn't really know how it got opened. She's the logical one that lived in our apartment.
I don't see anything out of place. Nothing has fallen, but there's one of the cabinets open. And I don't know how it opened.
So she had an incident with like a cabinet opening and her not remembering if it was her or not, and it just being really weird, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't her. So I'm just gonna go down the list and just talk about things that I've seen, heard, experienced, etc. Okay, so the second thing that happened is I was sitting on my bed and my roommate's light was on. Her light is a touch light, so it gets brighter, 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 and then off. And it was, I think, at the highest setting, but I'm sitting here and in my peripheral vision, I have a mirror that's on my closet door. I can see it from my bed and from my peripheral vision, and I was just looking at something, and I was alone too. Like, I was alone, at least in this room. I'm pretty sure Jordan was in the other room, but out of the corner of my eye, I just see a shadowy human figure. It was that fast. It was so fast, but it was enough for me to literally notice the movement out of my peripheral vision. And after I saw it, I was like, nope, it's just my head. I'm just crazy. That was not anything. And then Quinn's light starts to flicker. So as soon as I'm like, nope, it's nothing, it's fine, the light starts to flicker and it just goes doo, doo, doo. And I was like, really? Can you not? Ugh. Okay, so the next one is kind of weird. This one definitely could have an explanation, but at the same time, it's like, does it? You know what I mean? So basically, I was in bed, lights out, door open, trying to fall asleep. And I have a fun thing called anxiety, so sometimes it is not the easiest thing to fall asleep for me. And so I was lying in bed for probably like 3 hours, getting frustrated because I wasn't able to fall asleep, but that's besides the point. I was in my bed, I didn't move, I didn't get up to go to the bathroom, like nothing. I was in this bed for 3 hours trying to fall asleep. Jordan was sitting in the study room, which is right across from here. It's its own other separate bedroom, and the door was closed. Quinn comes home and the kitchen light is on, which I don't know if that was left on or not. I don't remember, and I don't even think Jordan remembered if like she left it on or if something turned it on. It's kind of fuzzy now, but basically Quinn comes home and I think she looked in the kitchen because the light was on, so she like thought someone may have been in the kitchen because the door was closed in the other room. So she went into Jordan's room and I guess they talked or something, but all I know is that they walk in front of the door and I'm still awake at this point and I'm frustrated. They just lean in sync. It was funny, but they both went like to try to see if I was in here laying in my bed, and I literally turned to them and I said, yes, like, what's up? Why are you looking at me like that? Because they literally looked in here like, is she in here? Why did you look at me like that? And Jordan was like, did you just get up? And I was like, no, I've been here for 3 hours trying to fall asleep. And she was like, that's weird because I could have sworn you got up, went to the kitchen and got water. So she literally heard the fridge, like cups, like she heard enough noises for it to sound like I got up, went and got like a cup of water and then came back in here. No, that couldn't have been me because I have been in bed for 3 hours trying to fall asleep. And keep in mind, I wouldn't have heard this because I sleep with earplugs in, and even though I wasn't asleep, I had the earplugs in, so that definitely would have muted it enough, along with the fan that I keep next to my bed, so I wouldn't have heard it. It was just really weird. That definitely could have been like Jordan left the light on and she just thought she heard something she didn't. Who knows? But it's just really weird, and I think that that's kind of creepy and strange and odd, and like even then I feel like it's something that shouldn't be happening. Like, I feel like you shouldn't hear people if they're not there, you know? Okay, so this I do have some footage of. I wish I had more footage to show you, but literally as soon as I start videotaping crap, it stops and I'm like, oh my god. I started hearing random noises and things started moving. This happened with a trash can. So we have one of those trash cans, the lid, it's like a swivel lid, and I was just sitting on my couch watching a movie and the trash can just starts going like this. Out of nowhere. It's like someone just pushed it and it just starts doing this. There's no airflow that would cause that to start moving. It doesn't just move on its own. The only time that lid moves is if we take it off or if we put something in it. And then, not long after that, I was sitting and I was eating dinner, and just randomly the pans start to go like this and they just start to shake.
Y'all see that shaking, right? The pan on the top. Stop now. But that thing just shook for literally no reason. That is terrifying. I literally just heard doom, 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 and that thing was flapping. Your apartment is haunted. You're not welcome here.
This could potentially be explained just for the simple reason of I'm pretty sure it was on, like the convection oven was on, so very easily the heat could have caused something to move, which would have caused the stuff on top to move, so that one may be explained. I will admit that may be explained, but it was just weird because this isn't the first thing that's like just randomly started to move, and it moved a lot. In the video it's like the tiniest bit because I started recording at the very end of it, but it like moved. I thought it was gonna fall. It startled me, and it was just creepy. It was just weird. So maybe that was explained, but it was just another thing that just gave me bad vibes. I heard this and Quinn heard this, and it was this weird tapping, dripping sound coming from the bathroom. It was only the bathroom that I heard this. I looked at the faucets, I looked at the shower head, I even looked around the toilet to see if something was dripping or moving or like something. There was no reason for this tapping, dripping noise. Like, it sounded like water was dripping, but there was no water. And keep in mind, this sound is happening while I'm looking for a drip. And Quinn heard this same exact noise, and I will insert the footage of her telling me about it because I did record her because I was like, you heard it too! Ah!
No, so I was laying in bed and then I heard a tapping and I was like, I don't know where that's coming from, and I was like, wait a second, didn't Lindsay say she heard a tapping?
Yes.
So then I hopped up and I was like, where is this coming from? And as I went to go check...
Oh, was it the tapping in the bathroom?
Yeah, it stopped.
Yes, exactly.
So I was like, oh, well, that's cool. Guess I don't know.
I'm not the only one!
To hear this is the sound that I'm talking about. I did get one. I started recording and it did it once, and that's it, and then it stopped. Literally, as soon as you acknowledged it or like tried to record it, it would stop, and it's so annoying. But I did get one tap, so I'll replay it a few times if you want to hear it.
Am I crazy? Now it stops.
So yeah, that happened and what made me uncomfortable. And that is one of the only freaking things I've caught on camera other than the moving stuff. But then, like I said, the one that I caught on camera is the like less legit one. I don't know. Also, my first thought is I'm scared. It's not like, let me film. That's like maybe my second or third thought, but like it's not my first thought, so sorry. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you are, because I'm scared talking about it. I'm so paranoid. I'm here alone, like I said. I'm scared. So something else is Jordan's boyfriend saw a face. He saw a face, like by the living room by the laundry room. So that's fun. And I always think it's weird because when someone else experiences something weird in your home, it kind of like affirms that you're not crazy. Because that's how I feel. When I'm hearing this stuff and seeing this stuff, I feel like I'm the crazy one. But when someone completely outside who doesn't live here, who's not familiar with the place or had no prior knowledge to it being haunted, comes here and sees a face, I feel like that should say something. You know what I mean? I feel like that's concerning. You know? Like, do I need to sage my house? I'm scared. Like, give me advice, please. So another time, it was me, Jordan, and Nick, all of who have been on my channel a lot, alone, no one else in the house, all the lights and stuff were out. And we were just sitting and talking. Well, I heard voices or like talking, and it sounded like it was coming from the living room. But I was like, there's no way. It's coming from the hallway, whatever. But one, I never heard a door close, and like in this building, you would hear it if a door closed. So I don't think anyone was in the hallway, aka going up or down, because I would have heard them leave the building or go into an apartment. And all I heard were voices, and I heard nothing else. So anyway, I heard this, I kept it to myself because I was like, I'm just being paranoid. It's just someone in the hallway. My little Alexa, she's gonna pop up, yeah. Stop. Cool. She lights up and goes, I'm sorry, I cannot understand. If dibba dibba dibba. And she just starts talking. And so me, Nick, and Jordan look at each other and I say, so did you hear those voices? And they said yes. They heard the chatter that I thought I heard. So they heard the voices too. That was like talking. So I'm pretty sure something was talking to my Alexa in my living room. So that's always fun. Okay, so this one creeps me out. So Quinn and Jordan were saying that they were gonna talk about something, but they were like, oh, don't listen, it'll freak you out. So I didn't listen, but then I was like, wait, I wanna know. But they told me. And so basically Quinn was in bed and Jordan was in bed, and I was in bed, and Quinn saw something walk toward me, just something walk. That's all the explanation I have. She tried to explain it, and she said she might have been tired and groggy or like blah, 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 but she was awake, and she saw something like walking towards me. I can't explain farther, but like even that itself, that's so creepy. So creepy. And of course it was walking towards me, of course. And it's weird because I'm pretty sure she described it kind of like the shadowy figure that I like saw in front of the mirror. Wow, I'm losing my voice. Oh my god, this is what being an orientation leader does to you. Okay, so the very last thing that I wanted to talk to you about is the one I hate talking about, and it freaks me out. So something me and Jordan do is we say each other's names, like Lindsay, Jordan, Lindsay. It's an inside joke for reasons I will not explain on the internet, but it's an inside joke with us. And so I was in bed, my right earplug in, and I was in the process of putting in my left earplug, and Jordan was in bed too, and she was on her phone, but all of the lights were out. Like, we were getting ready for bed, but she was still on her phone, and I was like putting in my earplugs, and I heard like Lindsay, but like really softly and quietly. And so I said, Jordan, and Jordan said, what? And I was like, you just said my name. And she was like, I didn't. And then I turned on the light, sat up, and started crying because I was like, something just said my name. I verbally responded by saying Jordan because I heard my name, and that's what we do. Like, that is our inside joke, to be like, Lindsay, Jordan. So I heard it and I responded verbally, and Jordan said nothing. So, I'm gonna start crying. It freaks me out. Like, that is the freakiest thing. Could it have been all in my head? Maybe. But it was so real that I responded verbally to it. And to make it even scarier is it didn't just happen to me. So it happened to Quinn as well, and like I said, as I keep saying, Quinn is the logical one. So I'm laying in bed. Why am I always in bed? Like, Quinn is in the hallway. I'm pretty sure she was like coming out of the bathroom or something. And I see Quinn walking and abruptly stop, and I looked at her and I saw her looking back, and she looked really confused. And so I was like, Quinn, are you okay? What's up? And she says to me, she goes, did you just say my name? So alright guys, well, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed getting spooky with me. I hate doing it because it's so scary and I don't want to talk about it, but you know, you could think I'm absolutely crazy right now. You could think I'm absolutely haunted right now. Totally up to y'all. I will respect you and love you and my Famurray either way, because I get how crazy this sounds, and I wish that I was lying, and I wish I didn't experience these things. And I hope I never have to again. I hope this is the last paranormal related video you ever see from me, but you know, I doubt that will be the case. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment below any video requests and unicorn roses maybe if you made it to the end of this video, or just like the emojis like unicorn and roses, because like I'll know and you'll know. Don't forget to stop by cheating and subscribe to join the Famurray, and I will see you guys in my next video, hopefully with more of a voice because I sound like a crow. I love you guys. Bye. Mwah! I sound like Chewbacca. No! Oh my god.